Good afternoon, my coolest of kids. How is everybody doing on this? Oh, pretty gloomy looking up there in the sky. Not humid at the very least. Home from work Wednesday. Personally, I'm doing pretty well. I was going to try to get you guys a little Robin's Realm action going on, but as you can see, Mama's on the nest. Mama's on the nest. Ooh. So, instead of that, I got a little something to talk to you guys about. Majority of my videos, all the positivity type things that I push, and, trying to make your days each better, trying to make the people around your days better. There's going to come a point in time where, at some point, somebody's going to need some help. Somebody's going to need, you, or you are going to need somebody else. So it's always good to be helpful, putting out those positive vibes, creating yourself a positive life. Now, people that have, learning disabilities, physical disabilities, anxiety, stress, depression, things like that, that adds to those problems, adds to issues. Makes it so it might be more of a frequent or a more severe type thing. People react differently to the same thing from different perspectives, People, have different attitudes, even anything, all of those things all add up to more or less issues, problems, developments in the everyday. Things that might not mean anything to somebody could be in the world to somebody else. Just like, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, what I have noticed, wiping across the whole country, pretty steady everywhere, and especially up here in the Northeast, drug addiction. I'm not talking about just any drugs, and don't say weed. Okay, you can argue all you want that weed's even a drug. I don't even know about that, but that's not going to ruin you, and there's all kinds of different drugs. I'm talking about opiates. Being more specific, heroin in general. And it's not even the heroin itself. What's going on in my localized area, not out here in the woods, obviously, but it's getting cut with things that are even stronger. Fentanyl, stuff like that. And I have close friends that I've had from childhood that I had no idea were doing drugs. 2 in the last 2 days overdose and pass away. Now, will not refuse to get into the argument that people are putting up all online, like, heroin's your choice. It's not a disease. Addiction is not a disease. It's a choice. Blah. I'm not getting into that. I don't want to talk about that. What I want you all to think about, realize in your own mind for a little second is, 1, have you been a part of it? Have you had an addiction? Have you had that happen to you? Have you had that outing? Like, has that been an out for you before? Have you gone into drugs and then seen, how easy or how hard it is to get out of it? Yes or no? Yes? All right, keep going. No? Shh. You know why I say shh? Are you people saying that people deserve it, or that they, did they harm you specifically? Yes or no? Yes? Okay. No? Shh. Even more specifically, the families. A lot of these areas have family around here. You saying these horrible things on social media, with your friends, jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber. These families are the ones that are really hurting from these overdosing and people passing away and all this horrible. And the last thing they need is for people to be spreading more of a stigma about their child, their brother, their sister, their family member, their best friend. I'm sorry, I have best friends that are more family than family, if you know what I am saying. I'm not saying I side with drug addicts or anything like that. I've personally never had a problem with drugs. I've never had an addiction. Have I dabbled? Brr. But, I was young. I was in my 20s. I did things. I messed around. I got lucky, and I never got addicted to anything. I never had a problem like that. But I have had people so very close to me that are amazing people that work, have jobs, have a normal life, have families, never steal from anybody, never do anything. The only person that drug is affecting and messing them up is their own lives. And I've had those people pass away. Nobody even knows anything was wrong with them until they were gone. Something happened. They got into an accident. They passed away. And then you see on Facebook, they deserved it. They did not deserve to die. Unless there's some very specific reasonings there, I don't see many reasons why somebody should die. If somebody really harms somebody else or cruelty to animals, to terrible, horrible things, then yeah, sure. But that person did a bunch of drugs, and then you're gonna say, well, that's not a disease. They deserved it. They got what they deserved. Right here. Hey, YouTube. There's one for you. I've seen so much hatred in the last, like, 24 hours, 48 hours from these two people that are in this community that weren't people that were thieves, criminals, horrible people that just had drug problems. Drug problems is usually from a mental problem. A coping mechanism, not being able to cope with things, having stressors, anxieties, depressions, horrible things that have maybe happened in their lives, and then they use the drug as a cover-up, and now you are using their cover-up that killed them against them, making them sound even worse, ruining, you know, even like the mourning stage for their family, who are already sad, depressed, horribly just, you know, blown away. A lot of them don't even know that this was happening either. The least we can have is respect. Be nice to each other. Putting out positive vibes for a positive life. Like, you want to be like a stingy douche your whole life, and then like when you die, and then have a bunch of people be like, "Yeah, he was a jerk anyways. He deserved it." Does that sound right? No. Am I saying doing drugs is right? No. But I'm so sick of seeing people out there judging all this horrible stuff. I see people on there that haven't probably worked in the last 10 years, but they don't do drugs, so they're looking down on that person. Equal. Embrace your brothers and sisters. By brothers and sisters, I mean humanity, the community, everyone around you. Work together to make everything better. These are childhood friends of mine that did not deserve what happened to them. And people that just think they're high and mighty and so much better, be miserable by yourselves. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry I got a little emotional there, but put out your positive vibes. Create yourself a positive life. I will talk to you guys later. Try to get a little Robin's video later. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Goodbye.